Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 3D edition of The Lego Movie 2, the second part. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. Alright, The Lego Movie 2, the second part in 3D. This was actually available in the States. I give props to Warner Brothers for keeping up 3D titles here in America. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but any excuse not to have to import, I enjoy it. There's also, that comes kind of with a double-edged sword, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, I just did a review for the 4K edition, which I'm going to go ahead and link at the end of this video. I thought the 4K edition was very, very good as far as picture quality. HDR was spectacular, but if you want to check out that video, go ahead. So, how does the 3D stack up? Unfortunately, let me just say by saying that I am a huge supporter of 3D still. I support it as much as possible. I import discs all the time, but at the same time, I can't just blindly support every single 3D release if I don't feel that it's a worthy inclusion in the format. I feel that overall that the 3D edition of the Lego Movie Part 2 doesn't quite have that good 3D oomph to it. It does have several moments of immersion, but overall I feel that they're weak and kind of like I feel that there were several scenes that were wasted opportunities to show off what 3D can do. I don't think this movie was intentionally made with 3D in mind, so it kind of shows as far as the disc goes, but it's okay. It's an okay picture. It's, very few pop outs. Actually, I think this one would have so many pop outs, but I really only noticed maybe one or two off the top of my head. But it's not a completely immersive 3D experience, in my opinion. It's, as I mentioned, it's okay. Also, I feel that and I had this exact same issue with the Lego Batman 3D edition. I feel that the colors are borderline oversaturation, and that really kind of detracts from the overall experience. When you look at the richness and the vibrancy of what a 4K picture can do in this particular movie, and it seems to happen a lot with Warner 3D animated titles, that it's just, the colors are just too blown out, in my opinion. The last time I remember seeing something like this was The Incredibles 2 in 3D. I felt that the reds were just completely oversaturated, just completely. I got quite a bit of that in this movie as well. The movie in itself is a very vibrant type of film, and I just feel like they kind of didn't play with that balance well enough. It's blown out on a lot of scenes. As I mentioned, immersion is few. It's there, but I feel it could have been so much more, especially when you're entering the quote-unquote space scenes. I think that was just a wasted opportunity there. I've seen a lot better recently. While I did enjoy that the immersion and pop-outs a little bit more in Lego Batman, it just didn't quite work here. Audio-wise, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, while I support Warner Brothers doing the 3D disc, the fact that they somehow are just not willing to put an Atmos track on a 3D disc is so puzzling to me. I don't get it. We get a 5.1 surround sound. It's okay, but I even felt that the Atmos on the Lego Movie 2 in 4K was a little subdued for the most part. It's something that you can solve by just cranking up your system a little bit more, but to not include it on the 3D disc is puzzling. Aquaman had this recently. It's just, why is this not a thing? I don't understand that. Is it cost cutting? Who knows? That's something somebody in Warner Brothers might be able to tell us. But overall, yeah, it's a okay track. You're not gonna, this isn't reference quality by any means. There's a bit of immersion in the surround sounds at any given time, but you're kind of like, I don't know, it's a lot of front-facing, audio in my opinion. So overall, while I'm very pleased that we are getting a 3D in the States from Warner Brothers, it's kind of like a half measure, in my opinion. It's not a great transfer. If I had a choice between the 4K and the 3D in this particular case, I would more often than not go to the 4K. I will revisit the 3D, I always do. But for me, like when I get a good 3D picture and I get a good 4K picture, I like to alternate. This one not is going to be as much. This might be like if I'm really feeling, hey, I gotta watch all the Lego movies in 3D, that kind of thing, But yeah, you're not missing much if you don't have it. As you can see, because of the limited availability, or not availability, but the fact that it didn't do huge at the box office, we didn't get a slip cover with this. It's just a standard cover. That's unfortunate. I always enjoy those slip covers, you know what I mean? But yeah, so in the meantime, you know, let me know in the comments, what did you think of the Lego Movie? Did you get it in 3D, 4K? As I said, I'm going to go ahead and link that video right here. So please, in the meantime, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.